Hello everyone. So today I'm going to do a bit of a different video. I'm going to be ranking my opinion, and I'm going to rank the Blackpink songs by the solo song. So I'm not going to be including their general songs, just the ones by individuals. Who at this stage there's only three of them. There's Jennie, Rose, and Lisa, or La Lisa if you like. Now I'm going to do this in order first, just do a little bit of my opinion of each song, and then I'm going to put them in order. So first off, I like to start with Jennie's solo. Now, what the hell, it's the first solo single and it's called Solo. And there is no message in it really, it's just saying, I'm going solo. And it sounds like she's breaking up from the band, which is just a lie, because she's not. That's the only solo single she's had. And in fact, we had to wait, I think it was 2 years or 2.5 years from that to the next person to have a solo single. So the whole message got us all excited, thinking, oh, she might be having a full album. Nah, not even a single album or a mini album or an EP or anything like that. Just one song that was about nothing. And while she's being all stylish and pretty and everything like that, and I guess Jennie's probably the prettiest one, it just had no meaning to it. And the video clip was of her just not caring, just, you know, staring emptily, being arrogant and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, so even though it was exciting as a concept, I thought the song was pretty bad. And so I gave that 4 out of 10. Not terrible, but yeah, 4 out of 10, below average. Second one, had to wait a long time for this, was On the Ground by Rose. Now, this one was off the bat much better than Solo. Now, of course, it was actually meant to be, Gone was meant to be her first single, but then they changed their mind at the last minute and had On the Ground. Quite confusing, but On the Ground, yeah, look, much better song. Of course, that's about her trying to ground herself and not be too arrogant. Yeah, hey Jennie, listen. And it's a much better meaning, much more powerful song. Video clip was great. I gave that 8 out of 10. The next one after that, Rose did finally release Gone. A lot of people were saying, well, why didn't you release this? This was a better song. And Gone is a better song than On the Ground. And of course that's about painful past relationship, had a lot of meaning and all that sort of stuff. But the problem is that it didn't have all the fanfare of On the Ground. So it didn't sell as well, didn't get as many YouTube views. I thought that the video clip was a little bit weak, not quite as strong as On the Ground, but it's still fairly good. But based on the song, I think I give the song 9 out of 10. So better again than that. And so now excited, 3 songs getting better each time. Now then we go on to Lisa's one. So the first one of Lisa's was called La Lisa, and I mean, you're like, well, that's your name. And the song itself was not that good. It was pretty boring, and you hear it just with the audio and you're going, yeah, okay. But as you might expect from the dancer of the group, the lead dancer, the video clip was amazing and it really elevated the song. And I'm going to give the video clip 9 out of 10. It's better than either of Rose's video clips. But the song itself was not as good. And I know that's difficult to say, because you're saying, well, the video clip's better than either of the other ones, or either of Rose's, but you're saying that the song was worse. And look, I quite like the song, you know, bits of it. But the video clip, if you're looking at it, there's the bit where she's showing her Thai heritage, she's showing her connection, even though she's not African American, she does feel a connection with them. And so there's a little bit of that, and I know she got some criticism for it, but I think that criticism is completely unjustified. She showed all these other parts of her, the boyish part, the striptease part, and all these other different things. So as far as the video clip was concerned, it was really exciting. I would have loved it if the actual song had a bit more depth to it to match that video clip. But look, still not a bad song, and I gave that 7 out of 10. Now, next one was Lisa's song Money, which doesn't actually have a proper video clip. It's just got a performance video, and it's not an official single. Anyway, I still view that as a bit of a single, because did quite well in some charts, like I think it was the American hip hop chart or rap chart or something like that. And so look, this one as an audio, wasn't all that impressed with it, but the video clip, as it often does, it elevated the song to put in my mind or in my ears. And yeah, I found that really quite deep. Not amazingly deep, but certainly better than Lalisa. The video clip was worse, so I sort of put that probably in between On the Ground and Gone. So a little bit better than On the Ground, but not quite as good as Gone. So I gave that 8.5 in the end. Video clip probably a little bit worse, probably about a 7. But still, yeah, no, I was quite impressed with that song. And you know, the video clip elevated it, it grew on me a bit, and sometimes you have to wait a little while for a song to sort of feel how it really is. That's why I don't really like to give reviews straight away. Now, the last one, of course, and I'm still counting this as a solo song, is Lisa's collaboration with DJ Snake, Megan the Trainer, Megan the Stallion, sorry, not Megan Trainer, and Azuna. Now, obviously, this one has a bit of a Latin feel, and SG or sexy girl, yeah. And there's a bit of Spanish in it, a bit of Spanish language, and of course they're collaborating from someone from Puerto Rico, someone from I think it's France, USA, of course African American out USA, and well, she's actually Thailand, but she's sort of representing Korea as well. And that could have been exciting, you know. Black Eyed Peas had people of different nationalities, and it was all quite exciting, or different races at least. But this, for me, just felt like a bit of a jumbled hash. Now, I felt that Megan the Stallion's part was the best part, because, you know, and I would have loved to have seen, you know, Lisa also being quite sexy, but I found that Lisa, she had backup dancers, don't understand why she had that, and her voice was a bit weak in that song. And, you know, I sort of wasn't getting it. Yeah, so it's about two guys sort of being leering on them, and yeah, Megan the Stallion sort of showed that off and Lisa didn't. And I guess you might be thinking, well, there's two different girls, but yeah, I just didn't really see a great deal of depth from that. And I felt like, you know, the video clip didn't really do a lot, except for Megan the Stallion's part was great, but Lisa's part, and I've got to focus on Lisa's part, wasn't that good. I still felt that it had a little bit more depth than Solo, but, you know, not by much. So I'm only giving that a 5 out of 10. Now, I might change that because that's quite a new release. Might change that later, but that's my current one. So in order from best to worst, my best one is Rosé's Gone, followed by Lisa's Money, that's number 2. The third one is Rosé's On the Ground. And fourth one is Lisa's La Lisa. Fifth one is Lisa and everybody else doing SG or Sexy Girl. And finally, I'm having Jenny doing Solo, which I think is the worst one. Now, that might change in time, particularly since I've got Sexy Girl as a new release, and I don't feel I've had enough time to really think it through. But at the present, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, let me know what you think, and maybe you disagree. Alright, see you then. Bye-bye.